Oh snap, son. Second video of the night. Let's go, bro. Alright, let's get into this. So, Cult of Dusty made a video called How to Lose Weight in 45 Days, in which he pushes his regimen, if you can call it that, called the Logic Diet, in which you eat salads and whey protein with skim milk, mixed it into the consistency of pudding, that he calls Logic Pudding, 3 times a day. There is an exercise component to this Logic Diet thing as well, but I'm going to focus on the nutrition part because that's what's most problematic. So, I'm a bikini competitor, alright? So, I have a specific nutrition and exercise regimen that I have to follow. And looking at Dusty's diet on the base of it, if I made a video broadcasting that this is all I did for 45 days, most people would accuse me of starving myself, probably. And they'd be right. Dusty's pushing this ultra calorie restrictive, high protein fad that will get you fast results in the beginning, but it will fuck up your metabolism in the long run. Dusty says that your body is a machine, and he's right about that. He's got a point. It's a living machine that adapts to the stresses that you put onto it. Alright? This is the thing with these low-calorie diet fad things. If you start off by restricting your calories really low, yes, you will lose weight initially, but if you continue doing that over, a longer period of time, your body's going to adapt and your metabolism is going to slow down, which means you'll start burning less calories. Now, if you add an exercise regimen onto that, like I said, you may see some results in the beginning, but over time, since you're not giving your body enough of what you need to fuel it for physical activity, and your weight loss is just going to stagnate. I think the most disturbing part of all this is Dusty was saying, like, oh, just follow this for 45 days and then you can just go back to, eating whatever you used to eat. That is how yo-yo dieting starts. And the worst thing about it is, once you restrict your body's caloric intake to such a low amount for a time, and then you go back to eating the way you used to eat, your body has changed metabolically. So you really can't go back to eating the same things you used to eat, and especially if you were like eating crap, without regaining the weight you lost in that 45 days and possibly gaining more weight, because during that time when you were restricting your calories so much, your body made adaptations to that, and it also becomes really efficient at storing fat. What may work for one person may not work for another person, or even all people. Some people can function on nutrition where they intake more protein and, not too many carbs. Not heavily restricting their carbs, but keeping their carb intake a little low. And then some people need a diet that is higher in carbs and maybe a little bit lower in protein. So, it really differs from person to person. There's a fuck ton of factors that get dismissed when it comes to all these fad diets. And I mean, just go to HBO's YouTube channel and watch The Weight of the Nation, where all these people are talking about all the fucking crazy fad diets that they were on and how they failed and gained more weight than when they were on that diet. I mean, this is the problem with weight loss in America in general. People want a fast, quick solution to a problem that took years to accumulate. And this Logic Diet shit is no different than all those other fad diets out there. It's just a temporary fix for a lifetime issue. if you really want to do something about your health, realize that it's going to take three things. Well, it takes a lot of things, but it mainly is going to take work, it's going to take knowledge, and preparation to make the changes to your lifestyle. Not just to your eating habits and the things that you eat, your entire lifestyle. Because when it comes to this health thing, nutrition is 50 to, I'd say, 80% of the battle. You do not have to go on fad diets that heavily restrict your calories to see progress. You're setting yourself up for more weight gain and failure in your efforts. You need to set small, reasonable, and attainable goals for yourself with your eating. And you can even start from your current caloric intake and just make small little cuts and changes here and there. It could be something as small as limiting your soda intake, or switching from soda to seltzer water, or going to a restaurant and eating half the meal there and half for lunch the next day, and throw in 30 to 60 minutes of walking per day. Or like you could broil your food or grill it instead of frying it. It doesn't really take that much to start from. So making small changes day by day is the smarter way to ensure long-term weight loss and improvement to your health. Not to mention safer. And people get on these fad diets thinking that they're making their lives easier, but in the end, you're really just making it all the more harder. So, logic diet? More like a lack of logic diet to me.